USA Sports Corporate Cup, the University Incarnate Word, and we are joined with Jenny Carnes, the president and CEO of San Antonio Sports. Good morning, Jenny. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for being with us at Incarnate Word.
Okay, Jenny, so explain this to us. Basically, this is a glorified field day for adults that are in corporate jobs, right?
That's exactly what it is. This is our 14th year of putting on the San Antonio Sports Corporate Cup presented by Ortho Now Injury Clinic. And we designed this event years ago to bring companies together in a fun-filled, spirited competition day of field day for adults. So we have about 8,000 participants, spectators, and family members out here representing 83 companies and competing in 15 different events. Everything from the very competitive events, 3-on-3 basketball, to I can hold a beer and do cornhole at the same time, and barbecue cook-off, and just a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite events of the year.
So Jenny, I was looking at all the different, events, frisbee toss, hula hoop, tug of war, dodgeball. What is the main event that you think gets the most trash talking, the most coveted, like, oh no, we're gonna win this, we're gonna take this year?
It's going on right now, and it's tug of war. By far the most competitive event. Thousands of people surround the tug of war competition area to watch, and it gets very, very heated. After tug of war, I would say the final event of the day is our 4x100, which really captures the champions. So a lot of the competitions come down to the last event, and that's the 4x100.
We love this event that you guys put on. We've been loving seeing all the different shots throughout the morning. Jenny, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to the competitors. And everyone, please be safe out there. This is going on till noon today. Thank you, Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
All right, well, I mean, they couldn't ask for better weather because it's not too hot just yet. And also there was a little bit of rain this morning for some folks.
Oh my gosh, tug of war.
Who do you think would win between you and me?
Me, Sarah.
No, I would win.
Sarah, come on.
I can really dig in, I think.
I know, but I'm little, but I'm strong.
So am I.
No, I'm
okay.
Not that we're competitive with
We're
each other
fine. We're fine. It's okay. All right. Hey, take a look at the pollen count today. We're fine. Molds are the biggest allergen out there. They're moderate at 980. They're close to high. Once molds get past 1,000, they're considered in the high category. So if you're wheezing and sneezing, mold's the reason. Grass is low at 10. Outside right now, you can see clouds at the airport. It is 77 degrees, though. There are some peaks of sunshine. Here's a look at the radar. All the storminess is well to the south now, nearer to Victoria, but we did have some rain near Pleasanton, and in Karnes County, those storms are starting to die down. And around San Antonio, again, all the rain has generally come to an end. Today, for the rest of the day, is going to be pretty quiet, 93 for the high, so not too hot, not as hot as it was last weekend. And we'll be looking at a small 30% chance for storms later on tonight from leftover showers and storms in the overnight hours. As we take a look to tomorrow, though, 97. Breezy with a heat index of 107. So today's my pick to be outside. You can be outside tomorrow. It's just that today's going to feel a lot better. Hey, coming up in the forecast, what is average for June when it comes to rainfall? I'll have those details coming up. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. New this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a crash involving go-karts on the city's south side. SAPD says it happened last night on South Hackberry Street and Linda Lou Drive near South Presses Street. A 17-year-old and 33-year-old were riding go-karts when an SUV pulled out in front of them. Both slammed into the car. The 17-year-old was taken to the hospital with serious injuries, but is expected to be okay, and no other injuries were reported. Well, happening in just a couple of hours, Boeing planning to attempt a second launch of its Starliner spacecraft. The launch is expected at 11:25 a.m. our time in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Here's ABC's Johnny Fernandez with the preview.
The Starliner spacecraft is on the launch pad again this morning, and a bit of Boeing's reputation is on the line as well. The Starline capsule sits atop of a huge Atlas V rocket that will propel it into space after blasting off from Cape Canaveral in Florida. It's the second attempt to get to the International Space Station. The last launch was scrubbed because of a fluttering oxygen valve. Now it's all set to launch even though there's a small helium leak. Mission managers say it's safe and there's a redundant system.
We could manage about roughly a double the leak rate, and we can manage it in flight. What we'll do is we'll look at, once the system is pressurized and open, we will be able to look at how much helium is being used from the tank.
The mission is already years behind schedule because of software glitches and fuel valves and parachute problems. Today's crew of two, veteran astronaut test pilots Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, and they're ready to go too.
Get in with your suit, plug into the spacecraft, affect the mission from launch, rendezvous, docking, undocking, deorbit burn, entry, landing. That's the mission. That's the thing that we focus on.
And
I'm focused on.
And look cool.
Yeah, look cool while you're doing it. As cool as I can. Hard for me.
It's a short 8-day mission so NASA and Boeing can iron any other problems.
The fact that this is the first flight of Starliner with humans on board, we expect small things and we're ready for the big things.
Astronaut Mike Fink is scheduled to command a mission with a full crew later this summer.
Let's go Starliner.
And if Starliner goes as planned this morning, it's set to dock to the International Space Station tomorrow. Johnny Fernandez, ABC News, New York.
It's 9:06 and 76 degrees. Okay, summer is here, and is the heat already turning your lawn brown? You'll want to keep it right here after the break, how you can avoid that losing battle in today's Gardening with KSAT. June 1st, summer is here, but hey, we have some good news because on this first day of June, Sarah Spivey is forecasting only to hit 93 degrees. I'm calling that a cool win. She'll have a forecast for us when we come back. Okay, we all know summer's here and we know what happens to our lawns in the summer in San Antonio. They start quickly going from green to brown. And as scary and non-traditional as it sounds, have you ever considered replacing your turf with a native ground cover? So in this morning's Gardening with KSAT, I'm talking about why native ground cover frog fruit makes a great option.
The number one question I get from viewers over and over again is how can I keep my lawn alive during the summer? There are two main reasons why our lawns aren't surviving the summers here. One is the extreme heat and drought. No matter how much hand watering you do, it's a losing battle. Number two, a lot of the lawns here are planted with non-native grasses like St. Augustine or like mine, Bermuda. The non-native grasses have shorter roots and aren't meant to endure these conditions. But what if we did something different and didn't plant, hear me out, we didn't plant grass for our lawns? I did that last fall. I planted a native ground cover called frog fruit. It's much prettier than grass. It's a vigorous spreader and has little white-purple flowers that pollinators love. And it stays green through the summer. This was my sad Bermuda dirt patch last summer, and here's what it looks like now. All the green patches, that's the frog fruit. The brown patches, that's the old Bermuda that can't keep up. Ideally, you want to plant in the fall. Big shout out to Pollinatives, the local nursery where I got my frog fruit. They carry all native plants, but of course you can also get frog fruit from Rainbow Gardens. You can mow it down, just make sure to mow it after the flowers are done blooming.
Okay, a couple of things.
Yeah.
I've had people be like, well, my HOA is not going to allow it. Show them the video because I think HOAs are becoming more flexible on, okay, what is a sustainable reality, for the future going forward, because these, just watering your Bermuda and Augustine, it's not sustainable anymore. And we're in these, drought restrictions. It's better for the environment. It's better for pollinators.
Especially as San Antonio grows, one of the fastest growing cities in our nation, we're going to need to conserve water even more.
I don't have an HOA. I'm very grateful. But if I don't have a conventional front yard, but I feel, I'm a little biased here, I've made it beautiful.
You have.
By planting native plants and using mulch that I think an HOA would approve of.
I think so too. Now, June typically is a pretty good month for us on average as far as rainfall goes. We usually see about 3 1/4 inches of rainfall for the month of June. Now, that is on average. So, of course, we do have dry Junes in the mix there. We'll have to wait and see how this month stacks up. The average high this time of year is 92, but take a look at this. I mean, it just gets hotter and drier. 95 the average high in July, 97 the average high in August, but there's a few days in August where the average high is 97. And then it's just going to be July and August are typically pretty dry months for us. Take a look at visible satellite. We're seeing those skies clear around San Antonio, still fairly cloudy around the hill country, and then you can see the remnants of some storms there as they're pushing south through Victoria and Beeville. So we're off to the races. We're going to see sunshine for the remainder of the day here in San Antonio, but there are still some storms out down near south near Karnes County and near Victoria, as well as into areas closer to Three Rivers, but it is going to be dry here in San Antonio for the remainder of the day, only a 10% chance. As we head into the evening, though, 30% chance for a few showers and storms after 8 p.m. This is all because of some storms that are going to develop out west near the border. We could end up getting some leftovers from those storms, just like we got leftovers of this complex that moved through the Panhandle. It sent out areas of outflow boundaries, which is why some of us saw a little bit of rain early this morning. Futurecast showing again west of San Antonio near Fort Stockton, the Big Bend. That's where we're going to see some storms develop later on today. This is where we could have some serious severe weather with large hail. But those storms, as they lose the daytime heating, they'll gradually fall apart before reaching it to San Antonio, but we do have a 30% chance for some of those leftovers to get to us. This is around midnight, so it is possible to see a little bit of additional rain later on tonight, about 30% chance. And then again tomorrow night, as some storms near the Dallas-Fort Worth area try to make it to central and south Texas, again only a 30% chance, but the possibility is there. All right, it's 78 degrees outside right now in San Antonio. Temperatures are in the mid-70s in Kerrville, 81 in Del Rio, 88 in Freer, 82 in Laredo, 80 in Gonzales, and we're just going to be on the warm trend here. By noon, it'll be 87. We're going to have south winds at about 10 miles per hour, and the high today, 93. Not bad considering that last Saturday we had a peak heat index of 115. So again, a nice change there. 93 for the high, and then it's after 8 p.m. that we'll see our storm chances tick up to 30%. Neighborhood high temperatures. Some folks in the hill country will struggle to get out of the 80s. It'll be 90 in Kerrville, 91 in Los Maples, 96 in Hondo, 96 in Uvalde, 95 in Poteet, low 90s out near Seguin, Gonzales, and Nixon, Smiley. Today is going to be the coolest day over the next several days. I mean, take a look at this. So 93 today. By the middle of the week, we're going to be in the upper 90s, but because humidity will be high, it'll feel like 105. So enjoy that 93 today. It'll feel refreshing compared to later on this upcoming week. And you'll notice again, there's evening storm chances tonight, tomorrow night, and Monday night for some of those leftovers, showers and storms. June also, the start of Atlantic hurricane season, expected to be pretty active. I'll have details about that coming up.
Sounds good. Thank you, Sarah. It's 77 degrees at 9:16. Let's take a live look outside at the SA Sports Corporate Cup at the University of Incarnate Word. This has been happening since 8 this morning. This is basically a field day for adults where several different local corporations, they get their employees out and they compete in things like dodgeball, which I think this is what we're seeing.
Yeah,
or is this there's a soccer kick event, and then there's dodgeball, there's football toss, there's cornhole, there's a hula hooping contest, you know, all the traditional field day races.
And what a great time of day to do this. Early in the morning before it gets too hot, and it's really not even that bad. It's in the upper 70s.
Okay, we'll be checking in with them throughout the morning. San Antonio legend made an appearance at the ballpark last night. David Robinson was at Wolf Stadium for the Missions game. Robinson is one of the owners of the Missions franchise, and he was there as part of a big donation ceremony. So the Circle K convenience store chain donated over $260,000 to the Children of Fallen Patriots Foundation. That's a group that honors our fallen military heroes by providing scholarships to their students. It's a gesture that really goes a long way, especially here in Military City, USA.
One of the passions that we have as an organization is really to kind of give back to our community, and being able to partner with great companies like Circle K and what they were doing with their Children of the Fallen Patriots, it's really fulfilling for us.
It's amazing, and that donation is going to provide 42 years of college for children and of the Fallen Patriots scholars. I love that. So it's 9:20 and 77 degrees. After the break, a look at what's new in theaters this month, and there's a little something for everyone.
Well, welcome back. Summer is here, and the time is right for sitting in movie theater seats.
I know, when it's really hot outside. CNN's Rick Damigella has a preview of the potentially biggest movies heading to cinemas in June.
Come on, Mike, slow down. We are late. My stomach, Mike. I need a ginger ale. Get a ginger ale and nothing else.
We didn't have to wait nearly 2 decades between sequels this time. Bad Boys: Ride or Die reunites Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in the 4th film in the series, racing into theaters June 7th.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The Watchers, starring Dakota Fanning, marks the feature film directing debut of Ishana Night Shyamalan, daughter of M. Night Shyamalan. The Watchers creeps into theaters June 7th.
Hello! I'm Anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
Riley Anderson's colorful emotions are back for Inside Out 2. The sequel to Disney Pixar's 2015 hit brings Maya Hawke into the voice cast as Anxiety. See if Riley's emotions get the best of her when Inside Out 2 arrives in theaters June 14th.
These young guys, they ain't gotta follow nobody except somebody who can hold their own.
Inspired by true events, The Bike Riders, starring Austin Butler and Tom Hardy, follows a fictional motorcycle gang during the turbulent 1960s. The two-wheel drama roars into theaters June 21st. The aliens with hypersensitive hearing arrive on Earth in A Quiet Place Day 1. The prequel to John Krasinski's post-apocalyptic horror yarns lands in theaters June 28th. Leaving my phone on silent during movies in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
All right, so Sarah, during the Inside Out preview, Sarah just looks at me and starts laughing and says, you're anxiety.
No, I didn't say you're anxiety. I just looked at her and she goes, what, am I anxiety? And I was like, you answered it yourself. I didn't have to say anything. It's 9:26 and 78 days. We know each other or what?
We do. Take a look at the roads with TransGuide. Things look okay. That's I-10 at WW White. We'll be right back.
Good morning. We're taking a live look at the San Antonio Sports Corporate Cup that's happening right now at University of Incarnate Word. It's basically a field day for adults. Lots of different corporations competing out there. We're going to hear from some of the participants in just a few minutes. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us this morning. It's the first day of June, Sarah.
First day of June, and I'm not a fan of the summer because we slowly creep into those triple-digit days day after day, but I will take today.
Yeah, we had some rain this morning for some folks. Yeah, take a look at the rainfall over the past 5 days. Yeah, most of the rain has generally missed San Antonio. We've seen about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, but where we've had the rain, we have needed it the most. Take a look at rainfall totals. This is a look at the Gillespie County line, right in the Kirk County line. 6.5 inches of much needed rainfall up there, all across the hill country, nearly 3 inches of rain across parts of northern Comal County and Guadalupe County, as well as northern Kendall County. So all of this area is under extreme drought. So it is very good news that we have been able to see some of that rain there in those areas. So we'll have to wait till the next drought monitor comes out next Thursday to see if we've seen any improvements there, but I'm certainly hoping we do. 93 for the high temperature today. Then tonight there's a small chance for a few leftover showers and storms from storms out in the hill country and out west. And then tomorrow it's going to be hot, 97. So coming up, I'm going to detail that storm chance. Right now, though, RJ is going to detail some traffic troubles on the roads this weekend.
Well, it's another round of closures for our drivers on the far northwest side, but there is some good news. This closure is not expected to be bad in terms of what we've seen over the past couple of months or so. So just to give you an idea of what's going to happen here. So I-10 eastbound will be closed through 1604, but that is the only major highway that's going to be part of this closure here. The 2 cloverleafs that connect from 1604 to I-10 east, of course, will be closed as well, but we have some good news. 1604 east and westbound traffic, that will remain open throughout this closure, which again will start at 9 p.m. on Friday night and run through 5 a.m. Monday morning. So a lot of people have been asking, what are we doing in terms of progress? What are we looking like right now? Let's go ahead and hear from TxDOT to hear more about that.
The interchange is 50% complete, and the first flyover ramp will be open later this year. Once the ramps start opening, you're going to see a lot of the congestion alleviated, and the traffic will flow a lot smoother. And all the ramps at the interchange are projected to be open by early 2026.
All right, but before we get there, of course, we have to get through the next couple of weekends or so. We do expect some form of closures over the summer months as well. But again, the big thing here, I-10 East will be closed at 1604, but 1604 in both directions, that will remain open. Always remember to plan ahead if you are headed out to that part of the greater San Antonio area. And check out this story on KSAT.com. Have a good one, everybody.
RJ, thank you. And as you just heard from him, pack your patience if you're heading to the northwest side this weekend. John Paul Barajas takes us to Loop 1604 near the rim, a major traffic trouble spot.
It takes me usually 10 minutes on a good day with traffic to get to work.
And then on weekends, talk to me about that.
Weekends, so there was recently a weekend that I did not anticipate the 1604 I-10 closure, and it took me over an hour to get to work.
The traffic gridlock during weekend closures at I-10 and Loop 1604 can make getting around difficult, but it's also affecting businesses' bottom line.
The closure really has just hindered the movement of people. Too, it changes the business in our stores. We don't have as many people in because it's such a headache to get over here to the rim.
It's not just retail stores reeling. The Rustic closed its stores this week, citing ongoing construction on I-10 and 1604 for the decision. And adding to the congestion, summer tourists visiting SeaWorld and Fiesta Texas.
I didn't even think about that. It's going to be a cluster where it's going to be hell to get in and out of here. This is going to be a place to avoid.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
And that's not the only part of town. We're seeing tons of construction. So right now on our website, we have a complete list of road closures and detours that you can take. Just head to KSAT.com and look for our traffic section. Well, the 100 deadliest days for teens on our roadways is happening right now. That's according to AAA. Teens, specifically 16 to 19 years of age, are at a higher risk of crashing their cars from Memorial Day to Labor Day. Some of the most common reasons why these crashes happen are speeding, not wearing a seatbelt, distracted driving, and sometimes alcohol. So what can you do to help your teen? You can start by being a good role model.
If they see us behind the wheel texting while driving and doing other dangerous activities, they're going to think that that's okay to do. And we have to remember that our young people have been watching us drive for a very long time, and they notice what we're doing behind the wheel.
So AAA says from 2013 to 2022, over 7,400 people died in teen driver-related crashes during one of these 100 days. In Texas alone, 645 people were killed during that same time period. We have more information on KSAT.com. Okay, happening now, thousands of people representing 83 local companies are at the University of Incarnate Word for basically an adult field day. Let's take a live look outside to see what is happening. Oh, we're joined with Dr. Josh Bell. He is with San Antonio Orthopedic and Spine Treatment Center. Good morning, doctor. So take me through. What events have you participated in this morning? What has been your favorite and the most challenging?
Well, I've just been involved in the golf so far, but we've got tug of war happening right behind me now. So I'm not involved in that for good reason, because I'm the person who takes care of them after the tug of war sometimes.
Okay, as an adult who has ruptured her Achilles, I know a lot of injuries can happen at these events. How are y'all making sure people are being safe out there? Especially, I know people get really competitive at these events.
It gets super competitive, and we have a medical tent here with our group, and we take care of, certainly the biggest thing is just the heat, people staying hydrated, but all the events, people are super competitive about it, so we do get those injuries. Achilles tendon is one of the injuries we worry about, so we're on top of it here from a medical perspective.
Okay, but talk about team camaraderie that you guys have out there. I know there's a lot of trash talking, but it's all in good fun. I mean, there's nothing like good, just for fun competition out there.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun, and there are a lot of companies represented here, and the companies that have been doing it for years get really into it. This competition doesn't just happen today, it happens over the weeks and months before in terms of donations and other events that add points to your team. So that competing for the cup is a real serious thing within our company. It is with all these other companies, and there is a little bit of trash talk for sure.
Okay, so what is the event that every company wants to take? Like, this is the one that, year after year, people are like, that's the one we want?
Yeah, I think tug of war is really high up there just because it's such an intense competition, and I would say the dodgeball gets pretty intense. I think those are the two that kind of bring out the most competitive spirit on all the teams.
Okay, any advice for people in the what is when you're doing tug of war? What is the strategy there to win?
Well, I think the strategy is have those biggest people that you can have in your company, those strong CrossFit kind of competitive people. The younger folks do better, so I would say that's the biggest takeaway is younger, stronger, faster. That's who you want competing.
Oh, great advice there, Dr. Bell. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us a little insight in there. Hey, you guys have fun out there and be safe. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I love that. The younger, the stronger ones at the end of the rope there. Sarah Spivey, I don't think you and I would make the tug of war team.
I don't think we do CrossFit.
We don't do enough CrossFit. A little too much cardio for us. All right, 9:38, 78 degrees. Sarah, they have beautiful weather out there.
Blue skies, take a look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. There is a small chance for storms later on tonight. I'll have those details coming up.
It's the last weekend to see Disney's Frozen the Musical at the Majestic Theater.
Yeah, the SA Live team was so excited about the Broadway production being in town and met the Snow Queen herself.
A winter wonderland is coming to the Alamo City, and you can experience it right here at the Majestic Theater.
Disney's Frozen the Broadway musical will give you all the chills and thrills of the movie.
And at the center of the frosty storm, one of the stars of the show, Caroline Bowman, who plays the iconic Elsa. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So, tell me if you have any pre-show rituals.
Oh my gosh. Yes, a lot, probably too many. But I have to find a way to stay balanced, especially on the road and doing new theaters every 2 weeks pretty much. So I always do a good sweaty workout. I do a full warm up. I eat a really good protein-rich dinner. And then when I get to the theater, I have this tea concoction that I make. It's my secret. Okay. You'll never know. I'm just kidding. It's a lot of ginger, a lot of honey, and I drink that every single day, and it kind of is a warm hug.
Right. Tell me about playing this role.
It is one of the most wonderful, challenging, satisfying roles I've ever played. It really is so fun every single day. Her journey where she starts, as this woman who doesn't quite know who she is and then suddenly finds her power and realizes that she is more powerful being exactly who she was born to be, it's empowering for me as a woman walking through life. And I mean, it's changed me. Elsa has changed me.
And real quickly before we go, are there any moments in the show that you love just waiting for that reaction from the crowd?
I mean, the reaction from the crowd of Let It Go, I mean, there's nothing like it.
Right.
Everybody knows that song. Everybody knows Let It Go around the world. So if you know nothing else about Frozen, you know that song. And to deliver that song and be proud of my performance and hear the crowd roar because they've been waiting for it, it gives me chills thinking about it. And I can't believe this is my job to do that every day. I can't believe it.
Okay, we have a special shout out this morning. This is Caitlin.
We want to wish a very happy birthday to our weekend morning producer, Caitlin. She has a much deserved weekend off. Caitlin always serving face in every single picture she takes.
Literally, we will take the worst pictures, and then I'm like,
and then Caitlin's like,
I'm like, I gotta crop Caitlin out because crop her. This picture is just her because we love you, Caitlin.
We're happy you're enjoying your weekend off, that you get to sleep in beyond midnight.
Caitlin's our girl behind the scenes that basically makes the show happen on the weekend. So thank you, Caitlin.
Happy birthday to you, Caitlin. Nice weather today. I mean, in the pollen count, though, There are some molds out there that are moderate. So molds are at 980. That's actually close to the high category. Once molds get above 1,000, they're considered high. Grass is low. All right, here's the weather story. What you need to know. There is a chance for some leftover storms later on tonight. Like the last several nights, we've had some storms develop north and west of us. There's a small chance they hold on and make it about 30% chance later on tonight. Other than that, it's going to be a not so hot Saturday. It'll still be hot, just not nearly as hot as it was last weekend. But in the week ahead, we turn up the heat. It'll be near 100 degrees just about every day. All right, outside right now, we're starting to see skies clear over San Antonio. A little bit of haze from those agricultural fires still burning in Mexico, but it's 81 degrees outside. East winds at about 10 miles per hour. Sun is shining and we are going to be warming up pretty quickly here. Hey, take a look at the radar because we do still have some storminess off near to the coast near Victoria, but we do have some showers near Beeville. We'll go ahead and take a look at the radar here. You can see some of that storminess near Port Lavaca, Beeville, and the Three Rivers area. This is all from earlier this morning around San Antonio. We saw plenty of those rain showers earlier. In fact, I can take a look at the 3-hour loop of the radar. You'll notice a few of those showers here. 2 hours, let's do 2 hours. A few showers around San Antonio moving through Pleasanton area. So some local neighborhoods got some rain. As we head into the afternoon, though, our rain chances are going to go down to 0. It'll be a warm afternoon with a high temperature near 93 around 4 or 5 o'clock. And then later on tonight, that's when storm chances tick up in the evening hours after 8 p.m. But as far as highs go, again, not too bad. 90 in Kerrville, 96 in Uvalde. It's definitely going to be hot. You're not going to want to spend so much time out in the sun, but not as bad as it was a few days ago. It'll be 100 in Cotulla, though, and 100 in Laredo. So Laredo, you know the drill. It's hot down there in Laredo. 98 in Del Rio. Our storm chances pick up 8 p.m. onward. We'll be looking at 30% chance. So by far from a guarantee for rain. Only a 30% chance of rain, but it is possible. Again, a few leftover storms could produce some showers, just like they did earlier today. So take a look at that storm complex. It fell apart in the Panhandle and moved as it was moving toward Dallas, but it threw an outflow boundary our way, which is why we saw a little bit of rain this morning in some areas. So take a look at the 7-day forecast. 93 today for the high, 30% chance tonight into Sunday for a few showers and storms. Same story tomorrow night and Monday night. But then temperatures just go on the rise. It'll be 98 on Monday, 98 on Tuesday rather, 98 on Wednesday, 99 on Thursday. And then the kicker is the heat index. Heat index value is going to be very high. We'll be looking at heat index value close to 105 for most of the week. So soak up that 93 today. Again, not so bad in the grand scheme of things. We'll be looking at, again, a pretty toasty start to June. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Well, the brittle heat may be bad for us unless you're heading to the beach, but even there, you might need the right stuff. Umbrellas, chairs, towels, 12 on your sides. Marilyn Moritz now on gearing up for the pool, lake, and sandy shores.
Beaching it means sand, surf, and stuff.
There are so many beach products out there. So we focused on some of the essentials: beach umbrellas, beach canopies, beach tents, and even sand repellent beach towels.
Consumer Reports likes this Turkish towel from Ephesus. It's compact, dries quickly, and some are less than $10.
We could not get sand to stick to this towel.
And get this, it repels sand. Now chairs. CR chose the Cooler Quad chair from Coleman. It's comfy and versatile.
Not only is this chair amazing on the beach, but you'll find yourself pulling it out so many times during the year.
For reclining under the sun, they also like the Tommy Bahama Wavy Marlin Deluxe. It has plenty of storage, including an insulated cooler pouch. Need some shade? These all say they're made with at least UPF 50 fabric. This Tommy Bahama umbrella has easy grip handles for setup, and it's designed to withstand serious beach breeze. This Caribbean Joe umbrella, not so much. It lost its battle with the wind. The Cool Cabana 5 was a top pick because of its easy use, and it offers a lot of shade. This tent from LL Bean is made from quality materials and had the most features. It was also the easiest to set up and take down among those tested. Sunburn is no day at the beach. This Coppertone lotion and this Eucerin spray got top scores in CR sunscreen ratings. And one more thing. don't forget the snacks. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
It's 9:52 and 79 degrees.
Yep, after the break, we'll introduce you to Kiara Ruiz. She's a great graduate with some of the top math scores in her school's history.
Taking a look outside with TransGuide, I-10 and WW White. We haven't really seen any incidents around the area, but there is a lot of construction that you need to know about, especially with the closures happening at Loop 1604 and I-10 in different parts of our viewing area. Head to KSAT.com for our traffic authority section where you'll find all the information about that.